wall around these towers. They built a round wall. They made them round because if a cannonball will hit a round surface, it's more likely that it will go to one or another side, so it will have less impact than on a flat surface. But these rectangular towers still existing in the inside, so if you would X-ray them, you would still see the original tower in the inside. And these two layers of walls make the towers that solid that they used them as air raid shelters at the end of the Second World War. And one of these towers was used as an art bunker. So in some churches they removed the windows, put them in boxes and stored them in this tower and in the old beer cellars, or the old cellars and tunnel system underneath the old town. I will talk about these cellars and the tunnel system on our walking tour later. So now we are on the second biggest station of public transport, the Plärrer. So you will find a lot of Plärrers in southern Germany. It's a common name for square. Old German language just says open and wide square. And this is the place where the first train on continental Europe started in the year 1835. The train was imported from the UK in parts, so they mounted together here, and including the driver, because no train here, no driver. And the train driver was the best paid person of the whole company. The driver was planning to stay half a year here to teach more drivers, but he was falling in love with a woman from Franconia, so he stayed for the rest of his life here in Nuremberg. Before the first train was starting, the people were a bit scared about it. So some scientists and doctors warned people the human body is just not made for the road. So there are 5-story high buildings. After them there's a white building flat, there's written Cube on it. Behind that building there are 2 trees. Behind the trees there's an old building. And next to the roof in the center there are 4 huge windows. So here it comes up behind the white cube, this white flat building. Behind the trees, the old sandstone house. In the center you can see it a bit better when you look back, when you drove by. In the center there are 4 big windows, you can see lights shining through the windows. So behind these huge windows there is the courtroom 600, where the Nuremberg trials took place. So now to our right hand side there's the courthouse of Nuremberg, a bit more than 100 years old, still in use. Yeah, so the Nuremberg trials, so there were some small trials in Berlin, but for the Americans it was quite important to have the trials in their own occupation zone, so they were looking for an undamaged courthouse. So in Munich the courthouse was badly damaged, in Nuremberg not, and the prison is just behind the courthouse, so there were no potentially dangerous movements of the defendants necessary. That's why the Nuremberg trials were here in Nuremberg. So the main reason was not because Hitler liked the city that much, there were more practical reasons for that. So the main trial. So at the right hand side you can see a sandstone wall, ladies and gentlemen. There's the St. John Cemetery. It was voted to be one of the most beautiful cemeteries in Europe. You can see, yeah, I can hear your voices. A lot of flowers, so thousands of flowers. And as you can see here, the second part, there's something special. So most of the gravestones are not in a vertical position, they are horizontal position. And so you have a beautiful view over almost the complete cemetery. The most famous people from Nuremberg from the Middle Ages until now are buried here in the St. John Cemetery, dating back to the year 1234. And there are two reasons for the horizontal gravestones. One is more practical, so there were grasslands around the cemetery, no edges, so not much houses, so a lot of animals around here. So they were worried that the animals may dig out the dead bodies, spread the diseases. That's why they made a rule that you have to cover the whole grave with a stone there. So that's why they're horizontal. And there was a rule that after life everyone should be equal, so the city council made a maximum height of the gravestones. One more of these main fortification towers, and then there's a gate, that's the Frankfurt gate. So if you were traveling in the Middle Ages from Frankfurt, you were entering the city via this gate here. As you can feel, we are driving up the hill, so we are now about 150 feet or a bit less higher than the river of Nuremberg, the Pegnitz. So if you look through the trees, you can see buildings of the castle sticking out, blue, white, red, white flag on top. So we have to drive a bit around because it's a one-way road, but in about 5 minutes we will be at the bus stop at the northern end of the Imperial Castle, where the old town where the Imperial Castle is located. So there we will start our walking tour. We will use channel number .
Let's walk faster, George. Yeah.
Yeah, there were discussions later if it was necessary.
Pat, did you hear, is that a cathedral there?
I took a picture of
Oh,
it.
good. I
Looks
guess I'll
like the
have to
back-
borrow some of your pictures.
Looks like the back end of a cathedral.
Yeah, they've got it kind of blocked off with their,
Wire. Well, that's probably to stop birds nesting there, huh?
well, I suppose. It is beautiful. That old architecture is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And to think with sandstone, it's still standing. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that can be rather.
Mira, después cuando suenen las campanas de arriba del reloj lunar, se van a abrir las puertas que están al costado del emperador y aparecen 7 príncipes electores que uno elige. De derecha a izquierda aparecen los 7, los saludan, el emperador saluda con el cetro y después de la tercera vuelta el carrillón termina. Y ahí después yo le voy a comentar a qué significa, ¿vale? Sí, después va a sonar un tambor muy despacito.